Everyone, it's Manifest with Sherbear time. Today I come to you with my microphone. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I have my MacBook and I have like the little adapter plugged in, so let me know if you guys can hear me. But in the meantime, welcome to Manifest with Sherbear time. On this channel, I teach you how to manifest heaven on earth because there is no time, distance, or space separation between anyone or anything. And the universe, everything that you've ever wanted is literally inside of you. I haven't been live on YouTube in so long, so I'm so grateful to be here. I actually just took my dog for a walk and I got stuck in the rain for like 45 minutes. And I feel like old me would have like totally sorry, I just put on like lip stuff. I didn't rub it in all the way before I went live. I was like, let me look presentable real quick. But I feel like old me would have been like, I need to go home. And I would have like gotten an Uber and like jumped in the Uber and came home. But I was like, you know what? I'm so in the present moment. I'm so grateful for the feel of this rain touching me. And now I just like feel absolutely amazing. So I'm like, let me hop on and talk to the YouTube family. So I want to talk about the fact that hi, Cher. First time catching a live. Yay. Welcome, Sam. I'm open to any questions that you guys have, but I'm going to talk about a video that I made, like a little short video that I made today for TikTok. And that is the fact that we do not have competition in our reality. Like there's literally, we have zero competition in our reality. We are literally it. We are number one. No one else compares to us. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because the brainwashing of the third dimensional plane has literally taught us all to constantly be in a space of like comparing ourselves. And then with that comes like, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm not chosen. And I know that like I did that literally my entire life. Like I never felt good enough. I would always look at a situation or another person. Even if I was like doing amazing, I would feel really good and be like on this really high and proud of myself. And then I would see someone who was doing better. Okay. And then it would make me feel like shit. So I'm here to remind you guys that we literally don't have any competition in our reality. Remember, the world is always going to mirror back to you what you believe to be true about yourself 100% of the time. This is actually physics of the universe, the law of vibration, right? That's really what it is. It's one universal law, physics of the universe, on how this human experience works. So when we play the game of coming to planet Earth, we put the goggles on and we forget who we are and how powerful we are. Okay. Planet Earth is a planet where we master our emotions or experience our emotions because who we are, which is pure oneness. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Sidra. Oh my God, I love you guys. Yay, the girls are here today. Is my audio good, guys, too? Let me know because we got my microphone in and I'm trying not to stay too close to it so you don't hear like a lot of too much like of the P sounds and the S sounds when I'm talking. But anyways, so when we come to planet Earth, right? I sound great. Yay! We're leveling up. And I usually don't have lighting on behind me, but I was like, let me get some, because bright lights give me a headache. If you guys have been following me long enough, you know that. So we're usually like in this dim vibe, but today we're in bright light. But anyways, so when you come to planet Earth, right, your natural state of being, it's oneness. It's part of consciousness, part of source, a light body that is pure, unconditional love and perfection. So when you come to planet Earth, the game of this planet is mastering your emotions and putting on the goggles of living in fear and separation. Well, the way that our brains are programmed when we come to this planet is we are primarily programmed with beliefs between the ages of 0 to 7. So remember, your reality consists of what your belief systems are, and 95% of it comes from a subconscious belief system that's automatic thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and emotions. So you download those beliefs between ages of 0 to 7. And unfortunately, we know that part of the brainwashing of the matrix is to constantly compare ourselves. When you're a child, maybe you're compared to the other little kids when you go even like to daycare or your siblings, or you start witnessing as a child your people competing or, getting rewards. You start hearing all this comparison. Well, she's smarter. She looks better, which is awful that we would actually compare the way people look. To me, that's absolutely so sad and terrible because everyone is beautiful and perfect in their own way, right? This person's smarter. I know, like in my family, there was a heavy, like, value on individuals that like had money, like that programming, right? Like they were, I don't want to say superior, but they were just like so amazing. And like their success was all about their financial gain and stuff like that, right? And not to like knock anyone. It's just like what I perceived as I grew up and witnessed my reality. So what happens is all of us come with like these shitty program beliefs from our childhood, and you actually start being programmed from the third trimester of pregnancy when you're in your mom's stomach up until about 6-7 years old. And then beliefs are also made or programmed if you go through a trauma or something that elicits a strong emotional response. So an example is, let's say you lost a parent suddenly, or losing a parent, I think in general is a trauma, but like lost a parent, lost someone suddenly, completely got your heart broken, blindsided, those traumatic experiences, they can leave an imprint of a belief on the programming. And then we don't know that we continuously recreate those experiences in our reality. So when it comes to understanding physics of the universe and how this actually works, all it really is, to make it as simple as possible, is your beliefs are what manifest, nothing else. Now, if someone comes into your reality and they tell you something like, oh, that person, they do a better job than you, right? Which is comparing you. Or let's say at work, someone else gets chosen for a promotion and you buy into that belief system that they're actually better than you because they were chosen over you. Or if you're in a relationship and you get left for their ex, or they choose another woman or man over you, you think that what's wrong with me because I'm not being chosen, right? It's that constant like comparing and I'm not good enough, constantly. And it's part of the matrix. It's part of that control that they had on us. When I say they, I'm just referring to the matrix. I'm not referring to one specific person in general. I'm not saying it was your parents. I'm not saying government. I'm just saying the consciousness of the matrix that wanted to keep us at bay. So if we're being kept at bay in this constant space of, I'm not good enough, I need to strive to be better and do better and be obedient and not think too highly of myself, then there's always room for those individuals that are consciously awakened to excel and be superior and And that's my opinion as to how this planet Earth formerly worked. And if you look into like secret societies, like what's the name of that one? Oh my God, I cannot think of it. I'm like drawing a blank with it. Hi, Orville. Like these secret societies. Oh, Freemasons. Well, that guy that came out from the Freemasons basically came out with all these lessons on what that they've been teaching them for years. And it pretty much is like your thoughts create your reality. If you want to drive a car, get in the car and pretend like you're driving it already, right? Well, up until these modern days, most of the planet was asleep and didn't know the power of their mind. So it's years and years and years in our lineage and our ancestry of us not feeling chosen, not feeling good enough, and recreating, because we know Neville Goddard said it, our assumptions create our reality, of us seeing evidence of it. And then that belief builds and builds and builds and builds and builds and becomes extremely hardwired in our brain, right? So, and I put it to the heart, and the heart too. Your heart actually communicates more information to the body than the brain does. Fun fact. I'm very big on brain and heart coherence. If you guys are a client of mine, that and EFT tapping is like my go-to when it comes to releasing shitty beliefs and stabilizing the nervous system. But anyways, so I did a little short for TikTok and I basically said, give me one good reason to why you're not chosen. Because what happens when you become awakened and you start working on your beliefs and you start realizing, oh my God, it never meant that I wasn't good enough. It never meant that I wasn't chosen. It never meant that, someone else had something that I didn't. I just thought that of myself. I bought into the lies that I heard in society, the lies that I witnessed growing up, and I created my experience based on that. oh my God, actually, and this is like one thing that I really want you guys to start doing. Do not take life so personal. It's not that personal, right? It's not that serious. We don't have to just be so doom and gloom and like victims to our circumstance and handcuffed to the 3D and that constant like unworthiness, not feeling worthy and right? We take a step out of it, we become the observer of the experience, and we start questioning these beliefs. So I said, give me one good reason as to why you wouldn't be chosen. And the truth of the matter is, because our natural state of being is pure perfection, unconditional love, no one should have one valid reason. Literally, that's the truth. So if you question that belief, and we're talking specifically on feeling chosen, right? Because that's huge. Not feeling chosen is huge because not only are we programmed not to feel chosen like in relationships and to constantly be in this competitive state, but it bleeds into like all areas of our life, literally contest, jobs, promotions, friendships, family, you name it. Like start paying attention to when you aren't feeling chosen and how that affects your psyche in that moment, how it makes you feel so bad, right? It like what's happening is it's eliciting that wound of that inner child that didn't feel chosen. And it's getting recreated over and over again as an adult. So when you become the observer and you start questioning, saying one good reason as to why I shouldn't be chosen, one good reason as to why I shouldn't be chosen, any answer that comes out of your effing mouth, hi Sasha, but I miss you, girl. But any answer that comes out of your mouth, I'm going to tell you right now. Okay. So listen up, everyone. Okay. Because I'm about to give you a big fact. Okay. Any answer that comes out of your mouth is a straight up lie. It is not true. It is a programmed limiting belief that was embedded into your consciousness, into your programming from the matrix that is just not true. So I want you, oh my God, I'm on my MacBook. See, the MacBook agrees. The MacBook's even giving me thumbs up here. So I want you, and this specifically, I feel like people have the biggest issues in love and relationships of not feeling chosen. And then I think the second thing would be with like work. I think that most people struggle in their work, but mostly in their relationships, right? And I think my theory, and I've said this before, my theory on why I think people struggle so much in relationships is because our natural state of being is unconditional love and oneness. So when we come to planet Earth and we put on the 3D goggles, we subconsciously are so homesick and crave that oneness and that connection. And the human thinks that we can only get that from another person that we're in love with. So I think that's why we crave it so much. So that's why I always say that's the illusion of planet Earth. You can give yourself that love and validation. You can give yourself that oneness, that validation, that security, that confidence. And how you do that is through examining your beliefs and changing them to be in your favor. I'm so chosen. I'm so worthy. Not only am I good enough, I am more than good enough. Okay. I am who I am, and that is good enough. I am who I am, and that is good enough. I am who I am, and that is good enough. And that is the truth. Why? Because you're God in human form. You came to this human experience and you never separated from the source that created you. You only had the illusion of separation. Okay. And as I speak these words, I know that it's resonating with you, because resonation, when it resonates, that's your confirmation that it's truth. So you tuck that into the heart, you feel the heart smile, and you move about your human experience knowing that you're never alone, that you're the creator of this experience. I don't care how old you are, where you came from, what your race, religion, or ethnic background is. You are perfect, you are good enough, and you are equipped with everything that you need to manifest and be chosen in your reality, because you are source. You have source running through you always. And how we do that is we change our conception of ourselves. We become very aware of how we're feeling. We pay attention to our behaviors and emotions that are automatic that we can't help, right? And we start questioning why we're doing it. And then we examine those beliefs and we make sure that they are in alignment with the reality that we want to experience. I just put out an 8-hour You Are the Ultimate Prize self-concept sleep meditation. That is so good. I've been listening to it every night, and I cannot tell you how many like DMs and emails I've been getting from people and my clients on how much it's been helping them. And the basis around that tape is reminding you that you actually are the ultimate prize. You have no competition. Okay. And someone had asked me, and I'm going to, by the way, announcement. Okay. I should have said this at the beginning, but I officially am a podcaster. I launched my podcast. It's called Manifest Your Specific Person Bible. Okay, it's on Apple and Spotify. I am beyond happy with how the first episode turned out. The first episode is so good. So if you want more Manifest with Sherbear time, check out the podcast when I'm done with this live. But one of the episodes that I'm going to do per request here on YouTube, I posted in the community tab. Yay! Thank you. I must say, guys, the first episode was fire, and we're just getting started because 2024 is our year and we are just getting started. But I posted in the community tab here on YouTube about the podcast, and someone asked me if I can do an episode just on like comparing yourself to other people. And really, and I will do an episode on that because I always follow through with my word for you guys. Okay. I have to. If I promise you guys I'm going to do something, it may take a while sometimes because I'm so busy, but it will get done. So, anyways, I told her that I would. That's a great topic anyways, but it really comes down like a quick, short answer to not feeling chosen. One surefire way of unprogramming or deprogramming yourself out of the comparing to other people and not feeling good enough. And let me tell you guys, that is something that I suffered from tremendously. My parents got a divorce when I was a child. I was compared a lot to other children like in my family, not in like it wasn't like done to be malicious. It was just something that happened, right? And there were other things too. I think that like all of us, I think our minds just kind of automatically go there. It's also in the lineage and our parents doing that, right? So I used to do that like just for everything, even if I was doing like absolutely amazing. Like I graduated nursing school, I think with like a 3.9 or something. And I still remember graduating and just like never feeling good enough, never feeling like, like, that never feeling good enough, always comparing myself to other people, feeling less than, right? It was horrible. So if I can reprogram my mind out of that, so can you. And and I'm going to help you do it. We're going to hold hands together because 2024 is our year. 2023 was the year of like everything kind of coming up, so much fear, so much shitty emotions, a lot of things manifested in 2023 that really made us feel like shit. But the purpose of that was because consciousness of the planet is waking up. The vibration of the planet is rising. And with that, all the shit kind of comes up and it gives us an opportunity to look at it face to face and transmute that energy, which is self-concept, right? To make it easily understood. Shitty stuff comes up. We ask ourselves, God, what belief did I have that manifested this in my reality? No blame or self-judgment. I'm going to love and validate the hell out of myself. I'm going to give myself grace through it, but I'm going to no longer choose to identify with that story. So anyways, because I got off topic, because you know that I love to talk, okay? That's why I'm so glad also that I have a podcast, because your girl likes to talk and she can go on and on and on. So the surefire way of deprogramming your mind out of that constant comparing is one, of course, like I said, you repetitively, because you create those new pathways in the brain, remind yourself, I am so chosen. I have no competition. I am good enough. Whatever it is that you're feeling less than or not worthy of, you reinforce it. I like doing mirror work, right? Look at yourself in the eye in the mirror. Listen to guided meditations. Listen to guided affirmations while you sleep. Listen to them during the day. I don't care how you do it. Repetition of knowing you're chosen, knowing you're good enough, knowing that no one else compares to you. You are beautiful and unique in the perfection that God made you. And then the other little trick that I like to do, and it's truth, I call it a trick, but it's really truth, is when you see someone else that appears to be more successful or doing something that you wish, which you can do anything, but the illusion you wish you can be doing or you're not doing, you, instead of allowing that, and even like with relationships, if someone gets back with their ex or you feel like they're choosing someone else over you, instead of you allowing that to push you into the like, oh, again, another more evidence of just me. It's like a knife in the heart, right? Like of just that not feeling good enough, that inner child wound being ripped open and like salt being thrown on it, right? You look at it and you say, wow, what a beautiful example. They're showing me that I can do that too. And you know what? Because I'm assigning meaning to everything in my reality and I'm creating everything, and every moment I have a blank canvas, I'm going to assign meaning to that it just is evidence that it's unfolding for me too. And you feel the gratitude that you have that as well, and you're good enough. And you're going to see that what happens metaphysically is you move yourself onto that timeline, and you have to experience that state of consciousness, because remember what I always say, the universe always communicates in a feeling state. That's it. It's literally that simple. Okay. So I want you guys to also start trusting yourself more. Whatever you believe to be true is what will manifest in your reality. It's that simple. Whatever you're buying into, whatever you believe to be true will manifest. That's the way that it always has been and always will be and is right now. So you have nothing to fear. You are good enough. You are worthy. You are beautiful. You are the ultimate prize. You are amazing. Miracles happen for you every day. Expect a miracle to happen for you tomorrow. Expect it. Feel the gratitude for it and watch how you move yourself onto that timeline and so many amazing things start happening to you. And as you manifest and as you see evidence of this new self-concept of knowing you're chosen, knowing you're good enough, your belief builds more and more and more and more and more and more and more in that. And then all of a sudden one day, it doesn't take as much conscious effort because you'll automatically be having thoughts, emotions, and behaviors that are in alignment with the new programming. Automatically, the mind will go, damn, they're doing good. And so am I. Thank you for being a beautiful example for me, right? But also, guys, I haven't announced it here on YouTube yet, but I did launch my 82-page specific person Bible workshop. Okay. I launched it on my birthday. December has been a very busy month for me. December 4th was my birthday and I had an amazing birthday. I actually went and I did like cold plunges, which is like my new favorite thing to, good for my nervous system. I've become like obsessed. I've gone twice in December and I'm going to go again. Oh, here we go. That's the MacBook update. When you make certain hand gestures, things will pop up. It happens all the times when I'm on my sessions with people. I love it. Anyways, so I've been doing cold plunges. So I highly recommend. Okay. I'm definitely going to be doing that again on New Year's Day. I already have plans for it. But on December 4th, I launched my workshop. I've already gotten so many success stories from people and so much movement. I have it carefully curated week by week. So it's a 4-week workshop, 82 pages. I have 4 exclusive meditations that are unlisted on this YouTube channel specifically for the workshop. And each week is like carefully curated for you to manifest your specific person. But of course, right, I always say the goal of my coaching is not to teach you just how to manifest a person, okay? Because I made that mistake when I first started this. I was obsessed with only manifesting a person, and I was able to do it by assuming a state of consciousness that I was in a relationship with them, but I didn't have the true internal self-concept transformation. So the goal of my coaching and my workshop is for you to have that true internal transformation so you indefinitely see yourself as the ultimate prize. And you're going to rewrite the story of your life and leave that past effing identity behind, the chains that keep you handcuffed to the 3D, that keep telling you that you're not good enough, you can't have what you want, and da. So that is launched. I will link that below. That was a huge manifestation of mine to have it done before my birthday. I worked on it for 8 months. It was about 8 months I worked on it. Where I got the idea of the workshop from was when I first started doing my group coaching, I came up with like this 4-week plan for the girls to follow just to manifest their person. Cause I thought after 4 weeks, it may end, cause I'd never done a group. And I was like, I'm going to do a 4-week, I might've called it like a workshop or like a little 4-week sequence Well, here we are. We're over 2 years later and the group is still in motion and I'm so grateful. But through that 4 weeks, one of the girls had like her friends with benefits like tell her that he wants to be with her and da da da. And another girl in the group ended up marrying her person. Like, I want to say the group was in December. I think in April they were married and they were in complete no contact for like 7 months before that. So I went back and I found the emails that I sent them for each week and I turned it into a 4-week workshop. Then when I was done, I went back and I pretty much rewrote a lot of it with the knowledge that I have in my coaching now, which is why it's like 82 pages. So I'm getting so much good feedback with that. So if you're interested, that's going to be linked below. Also, the podcast, I'm going to drop another episode either Sunday or Monday. And that's going to be on Soulmates. So if you're not interested in the idea of soulmates, of course, I'm always going to include manifestation tips and mindset in it because that's how this reality works. Okay. I can't not mention it. I can't not talk about how to get the reality that you want because you have free will to create this reality. So again, I'll link the podcast below too. I love you guys so much. I'm going to answer a few of these questions real quick. Sasha says she just followed. Can't wait to listen. Yay. And we got to give me 5 stars. We're a 5-star podcast, please. All right. Hi, Sherry. Love you, Kelly. You look beautiful. Girl, thank you. I love you too, honey bears. Okay, Sidra says, I struggle with switching between living in the end and imagining my SP as I want him to be, and then thinking that if he's not treating me the way I deserve, he's not for me, and worry it's causing hot and cold behavior. And Orville, thank you for the happy birthday wish. Love you. I appreciate that. Okay. When it comes to hot and cold behavior, again, we're simplifying this. Okay. My goal is to make this manifestation mindset work so easy for you to implement. Okay. That's a belief that you're buying into right now based on that question is you have fear surrounding creating hot and cold behavior. Okay. You have to change that belief. Remember what I said, question the belief. Why am I in fear that it's going to cause hot and cold behavior? Are you not feeling prioritized? Are you not feeling valued? Because you're a high value woman, right? And again, give me one good reason why you're not. Give me one good reason why you don't deserve someone to show up for you consistently. Give me one good reason why you don't deserve someone to show up and support you, to be a man or woman of their word for you, to be trustworthy and honest and loyal, right? You have to see where your current belief systems are because remember what Neville Goddard said, people are messengers. Although you may think that it's all about this person, and trust me, I was on that train for such a long time, like obsessing about a person. Hi, Michael. How are you? But I was on that train too, like thinking like, oh, like, why isn't he choosing me? Da, da, da. When in reality, it was coming from my beliefs about myself and he was just the messenger. So remember, don't take it so personal. Become the observer. Question those beliefs. Figure out where they came from. And then transmute that energy, also known as make a conscious decision to leave the old self behind and remind yourself of who you truly are. I am worthy and deserving of someone who shows up for me, that is consistent, that is a man or woman of their word, right? I'm too important to lose. Like I am one of one. I am so magnetic. I'm irreplaceable. I'm unforgettable. So of course this person is like, they're going to make sure they're playing their cards right with me. And anything that shows me contrary of those beliefs is not getting my attention. So if this person is showing up contrary to those beliefs that I just said, I don't have to give them my attention because where focus goes, energy flows. And I refuse to put my attention to the old self, to the old story, because I'm done experiencing it. Okay. And you stabilize that nervous system. I have a brain and heart coherence meditation. It's 5 minutes that I posted. EFT tapping. I have a short YouTube where I go through the tapping, right? You rid yourself, right? I have a little YouTube, go through the tapping points, top of the head. You go through that until your anxiety is at a 0. Usually it takes me about 3 times. Brooklyn, hi, Linda. Sherbear, you are teaching me so much with your fierceness. I need this energy in 2024. I love every video you create, full of gems. Girl, you are amazing, and you say the kindest things to me. And just so you guys know, every single comment, every single email, every comment that you leave, Instagram, TikTok, wherever. Trust me, you guys make my day. And for all the gratitude that you feel towards me, I feel so much gratitude towards you guys because this is a passion of mine. Like, I can't not teach this because it's what sets my soul on fire, right? And the fact that you guys are my audience and I have someone to teach and I see it implementing, oh my God, I'm going to get teary eyed. I can feel myself getting teary eyed. But when I see you guys implementing it and I see it changing your reality, it like literally just like makes all of this so worth it for me. So yeah, I'm just super grateful. Where did this come from? That's been happening to me a lot lately. Anyone that knows about like the December energy, I don't know much about like astrology and the energy and stuff, but yeah, I've been feeling a little extra sensitive, extra sappy lately. Um, is it normal to be so detached from the 3D that I do not care about the circumstances? Okay, this is going to be the last question, and then I'm going to log off because I'm going to record the episode, next podcast episode. I don't want it to get too late. Okay, is it normal for me to be so detached from the 3D that I do not care about the circumstances? I am not triggered by anything anymore when it comes to him. By the way, I love you. Well, I love you more, and that is normal, yes, and that's a very, very powerful place to be. Okay, Neville Goddard called this the Sabbath, which is a place of mental rest. Okay, why is this a good place to be, and why is this normal? Because remember, the universe always communicates in a feeling state, and it's about the infinite states of consciousness that you can be in. So think about it like the infinite possibilities in the quantum field where everything's existing at the same time. Of all the timelines you can choose, you're in a timeline where your beliefs are in complete and total alignment with your desire manifesting, because remember, where your mood and attention goes, the behaviors, thoughts, feelings, and emotions will follow. So if you are feeling so confident, so secure, and so amazing, and that's the timeline that you're on, that means that there's subconscious beliefs driving this calmness, this knowingness. I'm deserving, I'm worthy of this. I am not going to be triggered by him. Why? Because he's in love with me, right? Because I'm that important. I am that worthy. Okay? So that's a very beautiful place to be. We love you. Thanks for everything. I love you more, Wendy. You're definitely going to book with me again. Thank you, Kelly. We had such a good session too. When I finally got to meet you. And then you're the best, Sherry. You literally made my day today and are changing my life with the knowledge you share. Love you so much. Oh my God, I love you guys more. Bye, Michael. Bye, everyone. Look for the podcast episode Sunday, Monday. I go live on TikTok almost every day at random times though. So yeah, if you guys want to see more of me, I do tend to go live there more as of now. Plans for this YouTube channel is to have more self-concept and meditations for you guys. Okay. Oh, also, I get a lot of announcements. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever. I'm also starting hypnotherapy school because if you guys do my meditations, you know that it's a passion of mine, and all the meditations that I've done have all been from my mind. I've never written anything. Well, in the beginning, I used to write stuff down. All the recent meditations, they all come from my mind when I get in like divine flow. So I want to take it one step further and learn like hypnosis, which pretty much what I already do because I get you guys an alpha theta brainwave. But yeah, that's what's going on in Sherbear's world. Hi, JC. Good to see you back on here, Sherry. I'm doing my homework from your specific person Bible. Yay, as you should. Okay, I love you. Going to record the next podcast episode. Have a beautiful night. And until next time, bye, everyone.